Feel free to begin to practice lying down. Take these first several minutes to just melt completely into your mat. You're welcome to let your eyes drift closed or find a point on the ceiling to focus on and give your undivided attention. Listen to the natural rise and fall of your inhale and exhale. You don't have to restrict anything. You don't have to make any changes or any judgments. Soften the muscles in your face. Wherever you choose to relax your arms, turn your palms to face the ceiling. And on every easy, natural breath, draw your inhale down the length of your arms into your hands, spreading your fingers and your palms wide as you inhale, curling your hands into very light fists as you exhale. Feel your breath move down into your hands as though inflating them open, and then squeeze your exhale back out. Keep moving at your own pace. You're welcome to keep your hands moving at this pace if you wish, or you can let them lie still as you divert your attention into your feet. As you inhale, flex your feet, pressing your heels away from you, draw your toes back toward your knees. And as you exhale, point your toes, lengthening through the fronts of your ankles. Inhale, flex. Exhale, point. Continue to move at your own natural pace. Give yourself 2 more breaths, moving like this. And at the end of your second exhale, relax your arms, relax your feet. Listen to the way your energy is moving in your body. Slowly begin to bend your knees, moving your feet back toward your body. Plant the soles of your feet on the mat, roughly hip distance apart, toes pointing forward. Draw your right knee into your chest. You can use your hands on this leg as you guide your kneecap in toward your collarbone and roll out your right foot, your right ankle, creating space. Begin to straighten your right leg toward the ceiling, flexing your foot as you lift that leg. Press your heel up toward the sky and draw your toes back down toward your face. Then point your toes, lengthening through the front of your ankle. And as you reach through a long leg, rotate that leg from the hip, turning your kneecap out, and then in. And bend your right knee, pulling it back into your chest. Straighten your left leg on the mat, and relax your left arm to the floor beside you. Keep your right hand on your right knee, drawn into your chest. Inhale deeply as you pull that kneecap toward your collarbone. Exhale to open your right leg to the right, opening your hip like a book. Drawing your knee and your ankle down toward the floor on your right hand side. We'll move with the breath, inhaling to lift the leg back up to center. Exhaling to open it to the side. Move at your own pace. Listen to the natural rhythm of your own breath. Two more at your own speed. And as you bring your right knee back up to your chest, switch hands. Relax your right arm to the floor and use your left hand to guide that knee all the way up and over for a little twist. It's still early, we're still warming up, so we're not going to go very far. Just bring yourself over a little ways and relax for a breath or two. And then come slowly back up to center. As you roll back onto your back, bring your left knee up into your chest and take a moment to rock side to side, or roll your hips out and find balance. Then bring the sole of your right foot down to the mat and keep your left knee drawn into your chest. Take a moment to roll out your left ankle, flex your foot, find space in this joint. Begin to straighten your left leg toward the ceiling, flexing your foot as you straighten your leg away from you. Press your heel up toward the sky and draw your toes back toward your body. On your next exhale, point your toes toward the ceiling, lengthening through the front of your ankle, and find some gentle rotation in your hip, turning your kneecap in and then out, internally rotating, externally rotating. And bend your left knee to draw back into your chest. Straighten your right leg on the mat. Relax your right arm to the floor beside you. And using your left hand on your left leg, open this hip out to the side and down toward the floor. Inhale to draw your leg back up. Exhale to relax it open and move at your own natural pace. Last one, exhale, open. And as you inhale and draw this leg back up, switch hands, relaxing your left arm to the floor and find a very gentle twist on this side. Not going very far, not wrenching ourselves in position, just inviting a little tiny bit of a spine twist. Inhale to bring your knee back up to center. Pull both knees into your chest and rock side to side. Roll your hips in the joint, however feels good to you. Roll out your ankles and flex your feet. Then bring the soles of your feet together, open your knees into butterfly and relax your legs down to the mat. Bring your arms up overhead, releasing the backs of your hands to the floor. Relax your elbows by bending them as much as you need to allow them to melt into the mat. Inhale deeply through your nose and exhale through your mouth 3 times. Then using your hands to support your legs, draw your knees back up and plant the soles of your feet on the floor, hip distance apart. Bring your arms to the mat at your sides, fingertips reaching toward the front of the room, shoulders working up underneath you just a little bit to provide a little bit more of a foundation, palms pressing down into the earth. On your inhale, let the center of your chest begin to rise toward the ceiling. On your exhale, curl your tailbone up off the mat and press your hips up into bridge. Inhale and roll one vertebrae at a time back down to the floor. Exhale, curling from the tailbone, press up. Continue to move with the breath, inhaling as you descend. Exhaling to find bridge pose. Two more at your own speed. As you return from your last bridge, allow your knees to move gently side to side like windshield wipers to relax your glutes and your hamstrings and reset your back. Allow this motion to carry you all the way over onto one side. And take at least one deep breath here before pressing yourself into sitting. You're welcome to take any seated posture you like that allows your feet to come in and your knees to move out. So that might be butterfly. It might be easy pose. You might cross your feet. Or even move into half pigeon if you feel up for it. Whatever you choose, reach for your knees or your shins, roll your shoulders back and lift your chest. Draw the center of your chest forward over your feet, keeping your chin nice and level with the floor. Roll your shoulders back and draw your shoulder blades in toward your spine. Take a couple of deep breaths here, inviting the chest forward, inviting the shoulders back. On your next exhale, press back between your shoulder blades, leading with your upper back, lengthening your arms and tuck your chin to your chest. Take a couple of deep breaths here, feeling your shoulder blades roll apart from each other in your back, finding as much length through your spine as possible. And on your next inhale, we'll begin to move with the breath. Inhaling to come up and forward, rolling the shoulders back. Exhaling to press backward, allowing the shoulders to move up toward the ears a little bit. Inhale up and forward, leading with the chest. Exhale, roll backward, releasing the spine, and continue to move at the pace of your own breath. Feel the tilt of your pelvis as you move, allowing you to rock forward on your inhale and backward on your exhale. One more each direction. And as you come back up to center, stack your shoulders over your hips. Feel grounded through your sitting bones. And sweep your arms up, palms facing one another like you're holding a ball over your head. Draw your shoulders down your back. You're welcome to start either direction, because we'll do both. On your exhale, drop one hand to the floor by your hip and sweep the other arm up and over to stretch from your hip to your fingertips. Inhale to come back up to center, palms face one another. Exhale, stretch the other way. Inhale up to center. Exhale, stretch, palm facing the floor. Inhale to center. Exhale, stretch, bottom shoulder drawing down away from your ear. Continue to move at your own speed. Let your breath decide how fast or slow you go. One more each direction. And as you come back to center, exhale to relax your hands down to your knees. And just notice your energy, notice your breath. Inhale, sweeping the arms up, turn your palms to face one another. Just as before, it doesn't matter which direction we start. Bring one hand down to the opposite knee and drop the other hand to the floor behind you for a gentle twist. Inhale to come back up to center, palms face one another. Exhale, twist the other way. Inhale up to center. Exhale, twist. Inhale to center. Exhale, twist. One more each direction. And as you come back up to center, reach through your fingertips and exhale to fold forward. Crab walking your fingers as far forward as your body will allow and tucking your chin, rounding your spine, relaxing your shoulder blades apart from each other in your back. Inhale to press back up to center and bring your legs around underneath you. When finding tabletop, be sure that your pointer fingers are parallel to one another and pointing directly forward so your hands are not angled in. This will help protect your shoulders. Lengthen through the center of your chest. Press the tops of your feet down or curl your toes under, whichever feels better on your knees. Roll your shoulders back to draw more length from your chest toward the front of the room and pull your navel into your spine. Exhale, curl up through your shoulder blades, tucking your chin, pressing the mat away. Inhale, chest lifts, head lifts, navel pulls in. Exhale, curl up into cat, tailbone tucks. Inhale, lift. Exhale, curl. And move at your own speed for 3 more. As you come back up for that last inhale, gently sit your hips back on your heels, relax your elbows and your forehead to the mat for child's pose. When resting in child's pose, the closer together your knees are, the more you'll feel the stretch in your low back. The further apart they are, the more you'll feel it in your hips. Both are correct and great options. On your inhale, press back up to hands and knees. Walk your hands forward a few inches, being sure your pointer fingers are pointing directly forward. Flip your toes under and exhale up to downward dog. Take your time as you find downward dog to bend your knees, relaxing the muscles in your back, lifting out of your shoulders. Tilt your tailbone toward the sky. And then begin to descend the heels only as much as you can without rounding your back. Slowly begin to walk your feet up toward the front of the mat to find the bent knee forward fold. Feet are hip distance apart, knees are bent enough to rest your belly down close to your thighs and relax your head and neck. You can rock your weight back into your heels and forward into your toes. Bring your palms to your shins, roll your shoulders back and lift your chest into monkey or half lift. Continue to point your nose down toward the floor to keep your neck relaxed and neutral. Feel free to shift your weight back and forward or experiment with straightening your knees. Bring your hands to your hips. Inhale halfway up between here and standing and pause there for your exhale. Then inhale all the way up to mountain pose. Starting with your feet hip distance apart, toes pointed forward. Feel your weight in your heels. Lift your toes slightly to engage your arches. Keep that engagement as you press your toes down. Draw your tailbone toward the floor as you lift your lower belly up. Pull your shoulder blades down your back as your heart center lifts up toward the crown of your head. And relax your arms open. On your inhale, sweep your arms up, palms face one another. Exhale, dive back into that bent knee forward fold. Relax your belly down, relax your head and neck. Take 2 deep breaths. On your next inhale, bring your hands to your shins, lift up into half forward fold or monkey pose for 2 deep breaths. On your exhale, fold back down into that bent knee forward fold. Bring your palms to the mat and step your feet back to plank. And immediately start to lower to your knees and then onto your belly. Press the tops of your feet down, roll your shoulders back. Keep your palms on the floor for now. Be sure your elbows are pointed back behind you and your shoulders are rolling back and down into your spine. If you'd like a challenge, press your hips down into the front of the mat to engage your glutes and try hovering your hands for a moment. Then bring them back down. Big exhale as you roll the shoulders back. Press up to hands and knees. And up to downward dog. Feel free to gently walk out your dog when you get here, but don't sacrifice the length in your spine to do it. Keep reaching the tailbone up and back. Opening through the shoulders first. Only worrying about straight knees as a very last priority. Then on your next exhale, walk your feet up toward the front of the mat. Find the bent knee forward fold. Relax your head and neck. Bring your hands to your shins. Inhale into half forward fold or monkey pose. Keep breathing normally. Bring your hands to your hips. And on your inhale, come halfway up between here and standing and pause to exhale. Then inhale all the way back up to mountain pose. Relax your arms at your sides or bring palms together at heart center, whichever you prefer. Take a moment to notice your energy. Notice your balance. The transfer of your weight between your heels and your toes. the balance between your left side and your right. Play with rocking forward and backward, side to side, and see if you can find that perfect center in between these 4 spaces. Bring your hands to your hips and stand up as tall as possible. Mountain pose, feet, arches engaged, toes pressing down. Shift your center of gravity over your left leg and begin to bend your right knee, popping your heel off the floor but keeping your toes on the mat. As you rotate this right leg out to the side, allow your right heel to rest gently against your left ankle. And before we go any further, notice if you're dumping into this left hip. I have a tendency to do that. I have to actively think about standing up tall to keep my balance here. You're welcome to pause here. This is a perfectly good tree pose. If you'd like to go a little further, lift through your heart center and bring the sole of your right foot to just below your left knee. We're going to stop here for our flow today. Keep your gaze focused on one object, either several feet in front of you on the floor or on the wall. And as you exhale, step back down, walk it out, and relax your legs. Starting from your mountain pose, active feet, active arches, press your toes down. Shift your center of gravity over your right foot, lift your left heel, and then rotate that left leg from the hip socket until your left heel rests against your right ankle. You're welcome to stop here, but first, if you intend to go further, notice whether you've dropped into your hip, and if so, lift up and out, standing tall, engaging your core to help keep your balance. Lower belly lifting up, front ribs closing in front like a jacket. If you'd like, you can bring the sole of your left foot to the space on your leg below your right knee, never directly against the knee joint itself. You're welcome to bring palms to heart center and continue lifting through the crown of your head. Using your drishti, or your point of focus, to help you zero in on something small to maintain your balance. On your exhale, step gently back down and walk it out. From the front of your mat, inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, bend your knees as you forward fold, relaxing your head and neck. Heel toe your feet apart from each other until they are as wide as your mat. And begin to sink your hips down. If you have sensitive knees, you don't have to go much further than this. If your knees feel good, you're welcome to sink all the way down and drop to your backside. If your knees are sensitive, feel free to come to sitting however is easiest on your body. Straighten your legs in front of you. Point your toes and lengthen from the hip all the way down to your toes. Sweep your arms open, steepling your fingers on the floor, and lean back into your hands slightly so you can roll your shoulders back and puff your chest toward the ceiling. If it feels good, you're welcome to look up, but if that's hard on your neck, feel free to tuck your chin and release your neck muscles. Keep your legs active, but put a bend in your knees if this is more helpful for your hamstrings. Inhale deeply, and on your exhale, sweep your arms forward for a forward fold. Bend your knees to bring your thighs toward you, and keep the stretch in your hamstrings rather than transferring it to your low back. Feel free to round your spine and tuck your chin. Breathe normally for 2 more breaths. Inhale and sweep back open, bringing your fingertips to the floor. Puff your chest. Take 2 deep breaths here. Lift yourself slightly back up, but feel free to keep your fingertips on the floor for support. Cross your right ankle over your left leg, making a figure 4. If you'd like to deepen the hip opener, you can start to slide your left heel toward your body, stopping anywhere you need to. So this is a great version of the pose. This is also a really good version, and this is still a hip opener. You're still going to get all the benefits. Feel free to listen to your body and find a version of the posture that works well for you right now. Take 2 more deep breaths, relaxing into the right hip, allowing that knee to fall gently toward the floor. And on your next exhale, relax your left leg back down, uncross your right leg, and cross your left ankle over your right knee. Just as before, you can stop here. You can bend your knee a little bit, or you can bring your right knee up quite a bit. Keep lengthening your spine, rolling your shoulders back. If you maintain a long, tall spine, the hip opener will feel deeper. Continue to breathe. And relax your right leg back down. Uncross your left leg from your right. Sweep your arms forward and lengthen the center of your chest toward your feet, letting your hands fall wherever they naturally do. Roll your shoulders back and continue drawing your heart center toward your toes. On every inhale, feel your chest lift and press forward. You're welcome, if you'd like, to put a bend in your knees as you do this posture. Last big breath here. And then scoot yourself forward and roll down into your back. As you roll down to your back, feel free to bring your knees into your chest and rock side to side. Tuck your tailbone and pull your knees a little closer to your collarbone. Feel that lift in your tailbone and crunch in your abdominals that allows it to happen. We're going to recreate that for our spinal twist. Relaxing your arms open at your sides like wings. Tuck your tailbone and keep it tucked as you drop both knees to the floor on your right. That little tuck in your tailbone helps keep your spine aligned, protects your low back as you twist. If your left shoulder lifts away from the floor as you twist, exhale to relax it closer to the mat. It might be harder to take a full deep breath in the spinal twist. Don't feel like you have to force it. Just breathe normally and naturally. On your next inhale, tuck your tailbone, engage your abdominals, and then draw your knees back up. Take a moment if you'd like to rock side to side and find some balance. Then tuck your tailbone, clench your abdominals, and exhale to relax your knees to your left. As your legs come down, if your right shoulder lifts off the floor, exhale to invite your upper back to melt back down. On your inhale, tuck your tailbone, engage your abdominals, and lift your knees back up to center. Take a moment if you'd like to bring your hands to your knees and roll your hips, relaxing the joints. One more time, roll out your ankles and flex your feet. Then stretch your legs up toward the ceiling. You can use your hands on the backs of your thighs for support. Flex your feet to press your heels up and lengthen up the backs of your legs. Then point your toes like a dancer and gently rotate from the hip socket, each leg turning out and in. On your exhale, relax your feet back to the mat. Traditional Shavasana is done with the legs stretched out straight in front of you, arms relaxed at your sides, palms facing the ceiling. For beginner yoga, you're welcome if you'd like to bend your knees if that helps release pressure in your low back. Or you can bring your your legs into butterfly, feet together, knees apart. You can relax your arms at your sides or open like wings or up overhead, relaxing your shoulders and your elbows if you prefer. Turn your attention to your breath. Feel the natural rise and fall of your inhale and your exhale. Every time your mind starts to turn your attention to something else, gently invite yourself back to the presence of your body. Allow your eyes to drift closed. Continue to focus on your breath. Allow your body to remain relaxed. Take these last few moments to practice the art of self-study. Listen to the internal workings of your mind. Ask yourself honestly how you're doing right now. You don't need to make any judgments, and now is not the time to fix anything. We're just observing. Just being there for ourselves. Approach yourself the way you would approach someone you love. Offer yourself space and gentleness to just be exactly as you are. As you begin to deepen your inhale, find some tiny movements in your fingers and toes. In your hands and feet. In your wrists and ankles. Wrap your arms around the front of your torso, as though giving yourself a hug. Take a big inhale and exhale through your nose. 2 more at your own speed. Then very slowly begin to draw yourself up to sitting. And take any seated posture that feels right to you. Draw your shoulders back over your hips to stack your spine. Feel yourself grounded through your sitting bones and light through your heart center. Draw your palms together and bring your thumbs to the center of your chest for a moment of self-acknowledgement. Thank yourself for this time on your mat. Thank your body for the millions of little ways it fights for you all day, every day. We close our practice with 3 deep breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth like a sigh. And you're welcome if you wish to join me in sweeping your arms up toward the ceiling on your inhale, bringing your hands back down to prayer on your exhale. Inhaling.